Hello everyone, my name is T-Junkie, and welcome back to another tutorial. Since upgrading to Unity 5.3.5, I've noticed a few changes to how you need to program things. Specifically in this tutorial I'm going to cover the loading of scenes in Unity. Now if I scroll down all my code, down here you can see application.loadLevel level 01. It's got a green little squiggly line underneath it. It says application.loadLevel string is obsolete. Use CManager.loadScene instead. Now, this simple fix, this will work anyway if you don't change that, but because I'm picky, I am gonna rectify that. It's good coding practice to learn different engine tweaks and everything. It minimizes problems in your code. Now, I'm going to go up to the using statements, and I'm going to say using Unity engine dot system event system not event systems scene management, and I'm going to scroll down all the way back down to what I had before, and it's my application dot load level. And what I'm going to do is change that to scene manager dot load scene level 01. And then, oh look, I've got that here as well. There we go. Save that off. And if you go into your project, this project here is a little game I was working on. But if anybody wants me to show them how to do this template, I will do a video tutorial on how just to do this template. I've covered most of how to do all this in the previous how to create an in-game menu tutorial series that I did, but I'm quite happy to show people exactly how I did this. There are little bits and bobs that I didn't do, I've not shown. Now if I click no game, create a character, I'm going to call it Daz for the sake of the video, and I'll click continue. Now it loads my scene, which I have as level 01. I'll go back out, I can see up here, yeah, it did create my user called Daz, and I've got my build down there. If I go to my load game, it's got my character there, I click load save, it loads me back into level 1, because that's the saved scene I have. And there are some changes that I have done here. Now I will go through one of them now. If I go through the options, I've got a new gameplay button. If I click gameplay, I've got mouse sensitivity, which goes up to 1 to 15. Now, everything in my new menu is in Windows. This logo's in a window, this up here's in a window, my current user, my build version's in a window, and all of my menus are load game, new game, and this is achievements, and this is so I can easily, if I say no, it's a free aspect, I'm going to go 1510. It all moves. Now if I go back out, because that is a terrible example, because the in-game render doesn't really catch everything. See, it's all changed here. You can easily do the scaling here as well. If I go free aspect, you see it sticks to one area, this window in the middle. But you click back out and go back in. I have tested this on run, and it's only a problem in the editor, in the actual Unity editor. If you test this actually in game, the whole menus and everything scale accordingly. Not entirely sure what that is, but as you can see, I've got my achievements menu and my options, and these are all in Windows, so everything is confined, so this sensitivity bar is confined to the window. Now if I go in here to create a sensitivity bar, I created 3 private, so I've got private float sensitivity, which is float 1. I've got private float mouse X value and mouse Y value. These, so you've got the X and Y axis. Now if you scroll all the way down into update, you've got mouse X value equals input.getAxis mouse X times sensitivity. And you got mouse y value equals input.getAccess mouse y times sensitivity. The sensitivity is already in scripts inside Unity. When you create a new project, they've already got the scripts in there. This is just getting the access of your mouse and then times it by sensitivity. So you got mouse x value, which is a float, and sensitivity is also a float. And also the access is actually done by float as well. So the best way I can describe this really is this is 1 times this is the axis times the sensitivity. So 1 times whatever you set it to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's entirely like that. If I scroll all the way down to my gameplay, gameplay options. I've created pretty much exactly the same as I created for the audio options and the game field of view. I also kept them the same dimensions as well, so they all match. So this GUI label is mouse sensitivity. So if I go back into my project, gameplay, this is my mouse sensitivity label right there. And as you could tell, it's also in line here. And I've also got a custom GUI skin for that. Mouse sensitivity equals GUI horizontal slider, same as the game field of view. New rect 10, 142, and then I've also here, the difference is I have done the new game window rect dot width. Now this, because it's in a window, I'm using the Windows conform for this. I am not using the screen space, I'm using the window space, which is why I did this instead of screen.width. I use in-game window rect.width. And then I've got the sensitivity here, and then I've got, it goes from number 1 to 15. You can do it going from 0.0, and you can go to going all the way up to 99 if you want, or 100, or 155, and this one here you can go to 50, start out as 50, but that's insane sensitivities right there. I think 1 and 15 is plenty enough. 15 is actually really fast. I cannot imagine many people going higher than that, but you can always give people freedom of choice. And then underneath we've got a GUI label, which is done by the window space again, and I've given it exactly the same as under here, my graphics options. See, I'd really rename this terrible, but it could be any window rect really. Options window rect really. And then I've got it plus, and I've typecast as an int, so it only shows as an int whole numbers in next to the sensitivity bar. Now if I click here, as you can see here, it says 1. You don't see it say 1.1, it just says 1, then it goes 2, then it goes 3, then 4. You move this substantially before it changes mind, but it only casts it as an int, solid number. You can completely remove this, like I'll show, and then I will go back in, and then when it's thought about it, it does the whole int. It does the whole float value. But that's not what I want. But typecast it to int's good. So you can do it to a short float. It's entirely up to you. And at the end, at the bottom, I've got a sensitivity as well. So it's conform to the window again, divided by 2 minus 75. Because my button's 150, I've basically divided the window by half and then minus 75. So half the button is over the other half of the screen. So basically it's right in the middle. I've just did a long-winded way of saying it's right in the middle. So yeah, if I change my sensitivity to 5, click apply, click back, and then cut off, and then go back in, and then go my options and gameplay, it's saved. It's 5 again, but 1 is perfect sensitivity for me. And then I've done player prefs.setFloat, because remember the sensitivity is a float. I've given it the name sensitivity, and I have also put sensitivity, the value sensitivity in there, so it saves the actual value. But that is how I created the sensitivity. No, not sensitivity. Bleh. Get my words out. This is how I created the mouse sensitivity slider. So yeah, like I said before, everyone, if you want me to show you how exactly I did all of these little transparency windows and this whole style I've done, you know, to upgrade yours, just drop me a comment, let me know, and I will create more. I'll create a little tutorial on how to upgrade yours to look like this. But anyway, thanks for watching. I've been T Junkie, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.